some tools, set of tools for carving wood. I bought them. I went for a walk, trying to collect pieces of wood, and I found myself in Fira, at the edge of the caldera, watching the donkeys labor up and down the face of the cliff with their precious cargo of tourists. I turned to leave, and there in my eye, she looked at me. There was a flash between us. And laugh, I know it's true, a spark, a light, something more than words. I'd never seen a woman like that before. I'd never seen anything like that before. She seems to draw you to her, like through the eye of a needle. There's something else I can't explain. Everywhere she goes, the men fall silent. They want to look at her, but they don't. Their voices fade, their words fall away. What is that? Is that fear or reverence? That night I couldn't sleep. I learned her name, Mercia. I began to carve for her. When I saw her in the doorway, I gave her the carving. She folded my hands in hers first, before she took it. I don't know why I feel so moved. The next day, my heart was in turmoil. Would she be waiting for me in the doorway? Would she reach out to me as she has before? She becomes more and more mysterious. Just now, I saw one of the villagers set a basket of bread and cheese by her doorway. He made the sign of the cross, as if it was an offering. Today I have no carving to give her. Nothing at all. No excuse to touch her. So let my fingers graze her fingers, there in the light of day, in full view on the street. What an act of anarchy that has been. I see that now. What eroticism we have taken. What erotic license to stand there in broad daylight and let our fingers touch. It took an act of will to turn and walk away. But just then, I saw her standing in the street in a dress, the color of the sea. Her hair was tied simply, loosely at her neck, like an open invitation. As I approached, in my mind, I pulled the ribbon from her hair and set it free, let it fall, lifted it up, wove my fingers through it, buried my face in it, breathed deeply, breathed it in as though it held a breath of life. All that in my mind, or so I thought, till I felt her arms go around me, felt her body shudder, and realized what I just imagined I'd just done. When we separated, she stood there for a moment looking at me, and then walked towards her doorway, slowly. I was about to leave, but she turned and stared at me. I couldn't stand it. I walked towards her, not knowing what I would do. When I got there, I kissed her. Wide-eyed, she looked up at me, and then smiled, and walked into her house. Picked up the basket and walked into her house. All the way home, I was like a man who had sprouted wings. I'm not making this up, I'm not imagining it. I didn't walk, I flew! After that, we saw each other often. And one day, we met at Red Beach. We lay together in a little cove. We lay together. Afterwards, tangled in each other's arms, we fell asleep. When I woke, I saw her standing knee-deep in the sea. Her dress clung to her like a transparent revelation. The sun was playing tricks on me. She seemed to shimmer in a see the shimmer in a stream of light. She dipped her hands into that stream of light, gathered it in her palms, and offered it to me. Obscene, he calls me. Grabs me in the village square, rants on and on about the Virgin Mary. I know his English wasn't very good. He said something about the Madonna. When I came back to the village that afternoon, she was waiting for me by the market. She walked right up to me and kissed me. Kissed me like she does when we're alone. And she smiled, turned, and cast a glance at all the sullen, gaping people. Merci.